Well, it's time to go. Alright, y'all, we got some snacks, something to fill our stomach on our way out. But got the boat loaded up with fuel, and it's time to go to the boat ramp. It's supposed to be nice and flat today, so we'll probably run out and do some slow pitch jigging over some natural bottom, see if I can find some grouper. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Sit back, relax, and enjoy the show. We have the boat launched, and we're probably going to run out about 50 miles or so. Look for some grouper like I mentioned earlier. Got to run from the Intercoastal Waterway out to Orange Beach Pass. Very calm morning, peaceful, beautiful, not a lick of wind. What is that? Some sort of mammal swimming across the water. Is it a beaver or a otter? It's okay, buddy. I'm not gonna mess with you. Go on your way. So we just got to Perdido Pass. Gonna go out of the pass and head out 46 miles to our spot. Maybe fish some spots in between. You never know what you're gonna find out there. But let's get after it. Just before I head out, I'm literally running all artificials today, but we're gonna troll a mad scad right by this buoy since the tide's coming in pretty strong. Maybe a king mackerel's hanging around. Toss a mad scad 115. There we go. A lot of sargassum weed out. A little bit of grass. What the heck? Did we hook up already? I just put that out. I'm gonna bet that's a Spanish mackerel. I mean, I literally just put that lure out. Wow. It's kind of funny. Let's see what we have. Yeah, nice Spanish. Nice Spanish mac this morning. Oh no, that's a juvie king. Okay, you gotta let that one go. That's not a Spanish mackerel, that's a juvenile king mackerel. My first one of the year. Not a keeper, they have to be 24 inches. Hopefully he makes it here. Cool. Thought it was a Spanish. So this is all I threw out there though, is this Nomad Mad Scad 115 in the sinking version. This is the bleeding mullet color with some 44-pound single strand wire. Juvenile king mackerel look almost identical to Spanish mackerel. Their lateral line is different, and they don't have that real nice dark dorsal fin up on the front of it like Spanish do. And king mackerel actually have, ooh, one just followed it. King mackerel actually have a size limit. They have to be 24 inches minimum. Spanish mackerel here in Alabama do not have a size limit, so you just want to make sure you're able to ID your fish. Just staying here real quick, giving it another chance. Nothing happens, keep on heading south. Well, it feels like it took forever, but we finally made it 300 feet deep to our fishing spot over some natural bottom. Let me show you what I'm using and go drop down, because that's what we're here for, is to catch some fish. This is a 320 gram Nomad streaker jig, and I've kind of customized it the way I like. I've added twin assist hooks on each side. These are 5/0 owner assist hooks, and I'm tying up on the eye side on the solid ring of that assist hook. Now this is 50-pound fluorocarbon leader, running about 15 feet of leader to an FG knot. And I have 50-pound braid on here. Typically 20 to 30-pound braid is great, but I use this for a lot of different things, but mainly slow pitching. But this is an Accurate Valiant 500 narrow slow pitch model, and a Nomad 6 foot 8 inch slow pitch rod. Take a shot every time I say slow pitch. Rated up to an 11 ounce jig. We're in 300 feet deep. Let's see which way we're drifting, and we're gonna drop down and try to catch us some dinner. A little bit of a current, nothing too crazy. Let's drop it down. I'm really wanting a scamp grouper, a keeper today. But you can't pick and choose what you catch out here. You get what you get. But hopefully one of the fish that we pull up, if we do pull up any, is a nice scamp or big beeliner. You hit the bottom yet? There's the bottom. Need to lift up. Hooked up. Yeah, buddy. That line went slack. I love that. No, we just have to reel it up from 300 feet deep. So it might take a little bit. That was awesome, man. And then felt it go slack. Reel in the slack and it started pulling back. Nice. Bring it up here. Got a little bit to bring it up through the water column here. Whatever it is. Oh, I see it. Oh, I see it. Hey, that's our scamp, buddy. Yes. And it's a keeper too. Oh no, don't you do that. Yeah, man. Keeper scamp. Thank you, Lord, for that. Second drift on the jig. Incredible. Yeah, that is what I'm talking about right there. Beautiful scamp grouper. One of the best eating fish in my opinion out here. And see that jig? Got them good. You're allowed 4 of these a person. They have to be 16 inches minimum, and you want to pay attention to the size limits and stuff. Y'all, I absolutely love these fish. Don't get too many opportunities to come out and catch them. But when I do, they're one of my favorite to eat. See that mouth? Just grouper hard fighters. We're gonna unhook it, throw it in our ice bath, and try to get some more. Thank you, Lord, for that scamp. And I don't even have the trolling motor down. I'm drifting, and honestly, it's better that way. You cover some more water versus just sitting on top of the spot. You know, if the current was incredibly strong, I'd probably put the trolling motor down or go up in size on jigs. Check our leader. Leader's good. All the hooks are still good. Send it on down. Man, that was awesome. That was my second drift too. I came and reset, and like the third jig or the third pitch, that grouper smacked it. Okay, there's the bottom. I do a couple pitches like that once it hits the bottom, and then find bottom again and just lift and drop. Oh God! Another bite. I saw that line rip. Dang. That's fun, man. Whatever it was, just rip that line, man. Grab that jig quickly. You probably hear me breathing. It's pretty toasty out here now. Not like in the middle of summer, but no wind. That's why it's so pretty. But when you have no wind, you have no breeze to cool you off. The only air conditioning you have is when you run the boat at speed. It's a heavy fish. Oh, there it is. Why is it like that? That's another scampy. I'm gonna have to measure this one and see if it's a keeper. Man, that sucker fought harder than the other one. Oh yeah, that's a keeper, but let me just make sure. 16 inches is what they have to be. Oh yeah, he makes it no problem. That's a 20-inch scamp. Sweet. There's our second scamp of the day on the third drift. This one's not as big as the first one, but it's still a keeper. 20-inch total length. They only have to be 16. Look at that. That's why I like these twin assist hooks, because when you're bringing them up that far, the last thing you want to do is just pull hooks. You want to make sure they're hooked good. And look at that, he had both those hooks in it. Man, I would have thought this one was going to be bigger than the first. He just fought harder. Throw him with the other one, see if we can get some more. I'm already happy with what I got, but you know, since we're out here, might as well try for another one. Just love these fish. Beautiful groupers. Well, we're back over our spot for our 4th drift. Everything's good again. Drop on down. This is all natural bottom. You can find it when you troll. Keep an eye on your bottom machine, and you can actually find a lot of stuff. And then they make plenty of relief shading charts you can purchase as well. But really the best way of finding stuff is just, because I like to troll, is pay attention to that bottom machine. Look for any type of relief. It doesn't have to be huge, just something different. Okay, there's the bottom. Went slack. We're hooked up again. Nice. Once you find them, you can get on them pretty good. It's always nice when you reel into something that's pulling back. That thing was pulling straight. I think I know what that is. Some sort of jack. Almaco. Okay, that's a keeper. Whew. There we go. Nice Almaco jack. Pretty thing. Oh, I wasn't sure on that one. I just let him go. But kind of on purpose, kind of not. I think the top of his dorsal fin was cut off by something, but I didn't want to get caught with an undersized AJ. I'm 99% sure that was an Almaco. But if you're not sure, no need to keep it. Hey, I'm not perfect either. I don't know everything. But we're gonna reset our drift again and keep on getting after it. Now I've actually broke out in a sweat. Okay. It like comes up from 310 feet to 287 feet in a very short period of time. Like it's like a nice ledge. That's all I'm fishing. There's so much of it out here. You'll never fish it all. There. Good hookup. Nice fish. Be cool if it was another grouper. But you never want to call it until you see it. Because you really never know what's out here. Sweat in my eyes. My arms are sore. Blood on the deck. That's not mine. Soon you know you've already had a good day so far. After this, I'm going to have to go find a different technique that uses a little bit different muscle group. But there's another scamp. Nice. Boom. Boom. Another keeper. So there's my third scamp grouper of the day. It is a keeper, so it's going to go in the box, but I did want to show you, if I can do an up close, what it spit out. Ooh, my hands are shaking, but little bitty minnows is what this thing was eating down there. And then it decided to get my big old jig. Aren't they a pretty fish though? Very distinct tail. Gorgeous colors on them. Cool mouth. Man, I love them. Let's put it in the cooler. But all I do is take raw water pump, which is salt water, mix it in with my ice in my cooler, and it makes a nice slush. I got about 50 miles to the path, so we may see some stuff along the way. I mean, there's a lot of scattered grass. Already seen some 2x6s, small dolphin on them. But hey, y'all, it's a beautiful day to be out for sure. I mean, any day is good to be out, but today is just absolutely slick, calm. But let's head back. It is flat. Finally waited for a day for it to be like this, because Lord knows it's been howling so far all spring. Man. Well, I just came upon one of my favorite things to find, and that's a floating log. We're gonna inch up to it, throw a mascat around, and maybe drop the jig down. We're in 170 feet of water, so there's no telling what could be hanging around it. I already see some bait, that's good. All right, let's get our mascat out. Come on, mahi or wahoo, or triple tail. Oh, there's small dolphin on there. Oh, there's tons of little dolphin on there. I don't really want the small dolphin. I mean, there's a giant school of chickens. But where there's those, could be a big old wahoo. Oh my gosh, there. Come here, you. What a beautiful fish, man. You ain't gonna jump or nothing? There's probably 100 chicken dolphin right here. I should freeline one, but I'm not gonna do that. Oh, you know what? That was a little bit larger than I thought he was gonna be. Throw him in the cooler. God, beat the heck out of everything. There's no limits on mahi in the Gulf, and they're one of the fastest growing fish, so it's not gonna hurt anything. Keep one. I definitely would like to drop a jig down on there. Oh, a lot of dolphin. Oh, they're so fast, man. Oh, there's so many of them. Keep two. Keep this one too. It's not a giant, but it's not a bad one either. Because we are allowed them. So, oh, calm down. Them things are crazy when they come in the boat. I just want to show you their colors, but look at that. Okay, calm down, dude. I don't see any triple tail on it. If I can get past these little chicken dolphin, get down deep. I don't know if I'll be able to or not. Oh no. There's a lot of dolphin. Hooked something. Oh, Bobo. Oh, that's a good bait. That's a really good bait. 7-0 circle. Gonna free line this Bobo out. There. I got a bonita sitting out there. Throw a little bird of prey jig at him. Just trying to get them. I just like hooking them. How can you not say that's, not fun? And I'd be allowed to keep as many as I wanted, considering where I'm fishing, but there. That's cool. Let me regroup and spray down the boat a little bit. All right, I'm gonna keep on throwing this little bird of prey hex jig, 1/2 ounce in the white. Watch, I can do a little figure 8. I bet they'll come eat it. Ready? Got it. That was easy. Easy as that, easy peasy. As long as they're not bleeding everywhere. Oh my gosh. As long as they're not bleeding everywhere. Hurry up, get your back. There you go. Try to figure 8 again, watch. They're so fast. Gotcha. Okay, I mean, how can you not say this isn't fun? Hey. But, hate to leave them, but I don't want to really mess with too many more just because I'm not keeping them unless there's a much bigger one. Oh, they're so lit up. They're the fastest growing fish in the Gulf. Oh, look how fast they are. That one with that blue's all, oh, that one with that blue's all lit up. Chicken dolphin for days. He wants my hex jig. Ah! At this point, I'm just playing around with them. I already caught a few. Oh, grabbed it. All right, we got one, and he came off perfect. Found a nice floating log out here, just having some fun. I'm gonna do one more cast, and I'm gonna try to reel it as fast as I can, or quickly, I should say. Oh, look, he almost got it right by the boat. They're so fast too. Okay, let's leave them. I had enough fun. I don't want to mess them up too much. Go find, keep on heading back. Keep on heading back to Orange Beach. We're almost back. Doing about 42, cruising. Now 4 more miles still to pass, but you can see the condos and everything. So, not too bad. I'm gonna put the camera down, focus what I'm doing. Well, we made it back. That wasn't too bad. It's cool seeing everybody enjoying time at the island. Start of the season. Beautiful, beautiful day. Can't say that enough, or just because it really is. I mean, what a blessed place to live. So I went 50 miles out, did a little bit of trolling, mostly drifting, didn't shut off the engine once, and I have 31% fuel left. Not bad. And that's because I really burned a lot on the last like 8 miles where I picked up speed. Anyway, I'm gonna get through here, go back to the boat ramp. Y'all, look at my vertebrae cleaning table full of grouper and mahi. That's a nice one right there. Check that out. Delicious eating fish. That was the biggest one of the day. Nice broomtail. Can't wait to cut into these and get them cleaned up and eaten. Y'all, look at the mouth on this grouper right there. Chomp, chomp, chomp. That's a gorgeous fish. Got some yellow to it. Big old broomtail. It's gonna be the first one we get into. And then we have our chicken dolphin, or mahi-mahi. Check that out, just kept a few of them. It's kind of crazy how they lose their color. I mean, look at that. I mean, completely lost all that pigment in its skin. So cool and crazy how they do that. But let's get into this nice, big old healthy scamp. Look at all that yellow on them. They're spitting up some crazy little bitty minnows. And you can see that slime coating on them. I sprayed them off best I can, but that's gonna be a slippery joker trying to cut through. But I'll show you how to fillet them, and then I'll keep the collars and the cheeks. Right now, let me show you this nice fillet job. Very thin skin on them, so a sharp knife works well. Make that cut like anything else. And then go along their dorsal all the way to their tail. Clean those scales off. Take our time on this fish because of how good they taste. Y'all, look at that meat. See that? That is beautiful white flesh on this grouper. And that's what we want to try to get, as much of it as we can. So once you get to that spine, go up and then angle the knife back down so you don't miss that meat on that side. And then once you kind of get to the other side, you can poke And shark, big thick tail in there, but get through there. Now I want to get up and over the rib cage and pin bones. So I'm going to angle that knife up some and just follow that rib cage down. Easy peasy. See that? And that's how you get a nice grouper fillet. Look at that. Didn't miss a little bit of meat there. Not going to hurt anything. But I want to skin this, and then I have a salty ice brine over here in my cooler. It's just salt water and ice that the fillets are going to go in. I take a longer knife and we're going to skin it. Make sure we don't miss anything if we can help it. It's just slippery, that's all it is. So I'm trying to be careful not to lose it off the table. There we go. Wow. Look at that grouper. That is a phenomenal tasting piece of meat right there. Like one of my favorite, wahoo and scamp grouper. One of my favorite fish to eat because of how delicious they are. They just taste like a nice deep water fish, and you can do anything you want with them. Let's throw that in our ice brine. Well, we do need to fill for some pin bones first. There's a few here. So make a V cut. Don't want to be choking on those. Keep on filling. I don't fill anymore. It's going to go in our ice brine. Make sure it's salt water. It's not the same with fresh. Look at their skin. Really cool skin. They can camouflage so well. These things came from 300 feet of water, so it's not pitch black down there, but it is darker than it would be in a shallow area, obviously. And so they camouflage themselves extremely well down in that rocky bottom. This is a nice 21 incher here, a little bit over that. Let's get into cleaning this little chicken dolphin here. Those are pretty fish. I mean, the colors on them are just amazing. They have a very thin skin. And what some people do is they outline it, rip the skin off, and then fillet it. We're just gonna fillet it and skin it. Get around the head. They have thin bones too, one's these size, so it's easy to cut through the other side. Go down. Kind of like cleaning a Spanish mackerel. A little less oily meat though. Real easy to cut through their pin bones and get down that rib cage compared to the grouper. Gonna clean some of that stomach lining off, y'all, so our meat doesn't get tainted. And there's our mahi-mahi, and a lot of people will save the bellies on these whole ones right here, save that belly and make swordfish baits from them. Mahi bellies make excellent swordfish baits, especially mahi this size or dolphin. Get some of this rib cage or rib bones off of there. See how darker their meat is, even though it's still a pretty meat, but see how darker their meat is compared to the grouper. Mahi's just a different texture and flavor, still an excellent eating fish. This is a tough part on them. If you do decide to skin them instead of pull the skin off, because they're easy to cut through. See how we did. Didn't do too bad. Look at that. Cut some of that skin out. A little bit of skin's not going to hurt you. They have much more of a pronounced bloodline too. So on these, I want to cut that bloodline out. I'm not a big fan of eating it. Leaving a little bit's okay. If you clean them good, clean them, keep them ice down and fresh, you can't go wrong with either of these species of fish to eat. Yeah, we're at home, outside, on the porch, and gonna do, and I have a few pieces of my scamp grouper, and then there's my mahi-mahi, or dolphin fish. Gonna do real simple stuff. It's such a gorgeous day outside, so I'm gonna cook out on the porch. I picked up this cool little portable stove. There we go, look at that, runs just off of butane. Very easy to use. Takes one of those little butane containers, See that? And that's what we're going to use to cook up our fish. We're just going to do a Cajun blackened fish. Got some Chef Paul Seafood Magic unsalted butter, half of a lemon, and then we're going to make a nice little cream sauce at the end. That's incredibly easy to do. Boom, we got heat. Sweet. We got a couple tablespoons of butter. We just want those to start melting, then we'll add our fish in there. But first, let's season our fish. So we'll blacken one side. I mean, you want the whole thing coated. Or at least that whole side coated is what I meant to say. Because you don't want it to be tasteless, but not just completely covered up in spice, because anything will taste good like that. So that's it right there. Once our butter melts, our scamp grouper and then our mahi pieces will be ready to put on. All right, it's time to add our fish on here. Now I'm gonna do seasoned side down, because you'll see what I mean towards the end, but we want our seasoning to flavor the butter and get a little blackened. That's the whole point of blackened fish. Ooh, it smells good already. Nothing like some butter and Cajun seasoning or seafood seasoning to get your mouth watering. And as we go, I'll add a little bit of butter in the middle, and then we'll baste it on top of the back of the fish. So get this butter melted, and then as it's melting, just want to baste our fish. And that's why I put the seasoned side down first, because it flavors that butter. I don't claim to be a professional chef by no means. I am a professional eater. I'm just kidding. I just like fresh food that tastes good. Lord knows I eat fast food a lot, but I also eat a lot of fish. And this is one of my favorite ways to eat it. Get our mahi here. It's time to flip them. Oh yeah. Now what we're gonna do here is put a little bit more butter. Yep. And squeeze our lemon. And it seems like a lot of butter, but it's only about 4 tablespoons that we're cooking in. We just need that flavor when we add our heavy cream, because that's what we're doing for our sauce at the end. There we go. Let those finish doing their thing. Look at that, perfectly blackened fish. We'll plate them, and then I need to go get my heavy whipping cream. Okay, I want to put the heat on low, and our fish is ready to be plated. Man, smells delicious. What we want to do is add a little bit more butter on low. Like, don't clean out the pan or anything. You have this Cajun butter and lemon already in the bottom of the pan. And we're going to add some heavy whipping cream. A little bit at a time. Just coat the bottom of the pan. Let it slowly absorb all that nice seasoning into that cream. See that? The butter, the lemon juice, some of that charred piece of fish, and then the heavy cream. It's important. Heavy cream, not milk. Milk's just gonna be a little too thin. We're gonna let that kind of cook on low. You do not want to burn it, because it's just going to get too thick and curdle. But make sure you scrape the bottom of the pan and get all that seasoning, and just keep stirring and let it come to a slight simmer. Let it thicken up some. Keep on stirring it. That's what you want. It's going to be our topping for our fish. Be great on some pasta as well, or with some toast points. Butter toast. We're going to put it in our bowl. Get it good mixed. Should get all that good stuff right there. I'm telling you, be like a Cajun fish pasta or Cajun seafood pasta type sauce. No cheese or anything, just butter, cream, lemon, Cajun seasoning, and then something about a little bit of fish flavor in there, in not a bad way. There we go. Ooh-wee, that looks amazing. Man, can't wait to give it a try. We need to let it cool down though. Yo, I'll just fix me a plate, poured some of that cream sauce on top, and we're gonna go down to the water's edge and give it a nice bite. I will admit I've already I've already tried a little bit just to make sure it was done, and dadgum, it was good. But I don't think there's any better way of enjoying your fresh catch than right here in this beautiful area. Already got some mullet jumping. Water's up. Let's give it a try. Man, that looks good. Thank you, Lord, for that amazing fishing trip and being able to wake up every day and enjoy a beautiful meal like this. And we're going to give it a try. This one's a piece of mahi. Man, that is phenomenal. I'm talking about like what I would expect to get in a nice Cajun restaurant somewhere in Louisiana, Mississippi, or here in Alabama. Just a really good, nice tasting seafood. No wonder Chef Paul's stuff is so popular. And they're not a sponsor or anything. I just like using it because it's low sodium, pretty much, and you can salt to taste, and I don't like salting a bunch of stuff. So give that another bite. Fresh mahi-mahi, or dolphin fish. Fish so good they named it twice. Is that what people, I know a lot of people say that. It firms up a lot, but still a very nice tasting fish. It makes great tacos, good salad toppings, sandwiches, and then here's our grouper, which should flake apart really nice. See that? Oh yeah. Look how white that meat is. See that? Oh dang. Those are both really good fish. I mean, both excellent, no matter how you cook them, but especially this way. But something about a scamp grouper, it comes from that deep, cold water. Phenomenal tasting. I mean, just out of this world. That is just delicious, y'all. There's really not too much I can say about it, just because I'm trying to take it in, enjoy it. Scamp grouper and wahoo are my top favorite fish to eat that comes out of the Gulf. And I'm so glad I was able to get out and get some. That is tasty. But y'all, I hate to let you go, but I'm gonna finish my, I guess what you would call a late lunch, early dinner. And then then I cook some up for Mom and my brother. For when Amaret gets off work, comes home to some nice fish to eat. Hope you enjoyed this Catch, Clean, Cook video. I know it's been a while. Had a great time getting out there. Springtime, early summer. Just we're getting into where everything's starting to turn on really good for the season. And it should just continue to get better. I can't wait to go out and catch some more fish with y'all. All of our partners and sponsors are linked in the video description, along with some promo codes, save you some money if you need any product. My website's linked down there below. We'll see you on the next one. Most importantly, and as always, I want to thank the good Lord up above for everything he does for us. We'll see you later. I have to take another bite because of how tasty it is. Get that? Here we go. We're gone.